Welcome to Your Moment with Miguel Ramirez.
Hello, and welcome to Your Moment. My name is Miguel Ramirez, and on today's episode is a continued discussion on epilepsy with Sean Krause. Sean Krause talks about active steps to take when watching somebody experience a seizure. He also shares his own experience when having a seizure inside a classroom setting, and he also describes both mentally and physically what it is like to go through something like that. My interview with Sean Krause.
Yeah, I also have the person on their side when they have a seizure. Put something soft under the head, say a jacket, a backpack that's not laden with pins or buttons or anything sharp, and just stand back and watch. Be in awe, be in shock. That's okay, fine. But just realize it's a natural reaction. Everyone with epilepsy goes through it. It's not something to be scared. It's nothing to be afraid of. I've had one in a Read 90 class.
Read 90?
Yeah, and immediately I saw the professor, okay, calm down. And I had to, after I got out of it, it was a petite seizure, and I had to leave the class when I went to the Prime Stop over there by the math building, and I got some of the sugar and got some of the protein. Mm-hmm. I should have had someone come with me, but that was a couple of years ago. Yeah. Some people, and I mentioned this just for medical purposes, for medical purposes from the AMA, the American Medical Association. A message from your brain to your big toe takes 0.3 of a second.
So that fast, it immediately...
Just one message from your brain to your toe. Mm-hmm. Big toe, that's it. Now, for a person to have a seizure, imagine yourself being hit by a taser. That's my best... Whole body is being hit by a taser because all the messages are going through all your body up to your brain, and brain is a storage facility. It's a sponge, but after a while, the brain says, okay, I've had enough information. I'm going to shut down. And the person has to go through all that problem. And
so when it comes to, like, let's say, like, emergencies outside of campus, like, things could go around campus, but in the instance of where you're at home, you may have a fire happen. You may have, like, police nearby in the residence. How does that affect you? Because I know that with police, they often have the loud sirens, blaring type of like a fire truck.
The ambulance and all that. I just generally stay away. I mean, I stay a fair distance away. If it comes close to me, I'm SOL. When I come up there, whether I'm going through a seizure or coming out of it, that's on them. It depends on the situation. They have to deal with that. Not only just people with epilepsy, but all other disabilities, or in case car accidents. Mm-hmm. They have to deal with that. I don't see a problem with lights and sirens because what they're trying to do is get to the scene in question
and help whoever it is
as quick as possible. It's just the problem is the drivers, especially if they want to pull over to the side of the road and let these emergency vehicles go by. Mm-hmm. Can it be heart attack, someone choking, falling down the stairs? Think about any and all reasons for having to call 911. Be aware of your surroundings, and if it presents itself, let your doctor know. If they need to know this information to realize what medication or procedure they need to take care of. Let's go through life as a normal person. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be characterized as someone with a problem. Treat everyone as the same. Don't just realize, oh, that person's different. Because back in the 1970s, people who had disabilities, adults would just look at that person the wrong way and walk away. Of course, in today's generation, that's completely the opposite. Especially back then, they wouldn't even open a door for someone who was in a wheelchair.
For people with epilepsy or may not know they have epilepsy, or people who want to just know more about it, what would be your final message you would want to leave off as a lasting impression you want people to take into consideration?
I would just say, just do your research, learn about it, understand it, realize that it's part of life. Don't just be set in your mind that I don't want to know about this. What is it? And how do I handle it? Realize that it is something we deal with on a daily basis. Everyone goes through life differently, but we deal with it every day. Don't panic.
Don't panic. And so, Sean Krause, it's been a pleasure talking with you, and I'm happy to conduct this interview with you here.
It's been a pleasure myself.
All right. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Miguel.
Well, that's going to conclude today's episode. I'd like to thank Sean Krause for sharing his information on epilepsy and epileptic seizures. And I'd like to thank you for listening, and have a good weekend.
Stay up to date with news, interviews, and upcoming show episodes by following Your Moment with Miguel Ramirez on Spreaker.com.